In the UK, owning a home feels like a dream for many. Shared ownership emerged in the 1980s to bridge the gap between renting and buying. The idea is simple. You buy a share of a property, typically from a housing association. You then pay rent on the remaining portion. This makes home ownership accessible for those who can't afford a traditional mortgage. Shared ownership was designed to offer an alternative to expensive housing markets. It targeted first-time buyers and those with lower incomes. The scheme aimed to provide stability and a path towards full ownership. Over the years, shared ownership has evolved alongside housing policies. It remains a popular option, particularly in areas where property prices are high. The scheme continues to adapt, reflecting the changing needs of aspiring homeowners. So, how does one actually get involved in shared ownership? The first step is finding a suitable property through a housing association. You'll need to meet certain eligibility criteria, such as income thresholds. A mortgage lender will assess your finances to determine the share you can afford, typically between 25% and 75%. Once approved, you'll need a mortgage for your share and pay a deposit. You'll also pay rent on the remaining share to the housing association. This is where the term shared ownership comes into play. A unique aspect of shared ownership is staircasing. This allows you to buy larger shares of your home over time. Eventually, you could own 100% of the property. Statistics show that thousands of people use shared ownership to get on the property ladder each year. The beauty of shared ownership lies in its accessibility. It requires a smaller deposit than a traditional mortgage, a major hurdle for many. This lower entry point makes home ownership attainable for those who thought it impossible. Shared ownership isn't just about affordability, it's about stability. You have the security of home ownership without the full financial burden. You're also free to decorate and renovate your home, just like any homeowner. The ability to staircase provides flexibility. As your income grows, you can increase your ownership and reduce your rent. This gradual approach to full ownership is empowering and financially manageable for many. Section 4, the price of sharing, challenges and concerns. While shared ownership offers many advantages, it's not without its critics. One concern is the rising cost of rent on the unsold share. This can make long-term affordability a challenge, particularly in areas with high living costs. Another point of contention is the leasehold structure. Shared ownership properties are typically leasehold, meaning you own the property for a set period. This can be for a long time, but it's something to consider, especially regarding ground rent and lease extensions. Selling a shared ownership property can also be more complex than a traditional sale. You may need to offer it to certain buyers or navigate restrictions set by the housing association. This can impact the speed and ease of selling your home. Section 5, weighing the options, shared ownership versus other schemes. Shared ownership sits within a landscape of government-backed schemes designed to aid home buyers. One such scheme is Help to Buy, which offers equity loans to boost your deposit. While it can help with affordability, it's important to remember that the loan must be repaid. Another option is the Lifetime ISA, which offers a government bonus on savings towards a deposit. This can be a valuable tool, but it comes with limitations on how and when you can withdraw your savings. Each scheme has its own set of rules and implications. It's crucial to carefully research and compare them to determine which aligns best with your individual circumstances and long-term goals. Section 6, a roof over our heads. Shared ownership's true value. So is shared ownership truly affordable? The answer isn't black and white. It offers a stepping stone into home ownership, making it a viable option for many. However, it's essential to be aware of the potential drawbacks, such as rising rents and selling complexities. Shared ownership is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's essential to weigh the pros and cons carefully. Seeking advice from independent financial advisors and housing experts is crucial before diving in. Ultimately, shared ownership success depends on individual circumstances, local housing markets, and future government policies. It's a tool that, when used strategically and with full awareness, can help make the dream of homeownership a reality.